Alright guys, it is the fourth and final stage of Europa League qualifying. It is the playoffs. If you can get past this tie, you will be in the group stages, and that's what it's all about. Hopefully tonight goes better for Rangers and Celtic than it did for Aberdeen in the last round. They got absolutely embarrassed, man. I stuck my neck out. I thought Aberdeen were going to get into the playoffs. Even when they were 2-0 down after the first leg, I still stuck my neck on the line. I said they were going to go through. I believe I said they were going to win the second game 3-0 and go through, but looks like I was fucking wrong. But anyway, tonight, Rangers and Celtic, I think are both going to go through. I'll just say that straight off the bat, man. I think both Rangers and Celtic will progress to the group stage. I really hope they do. Last season, the coefficient went right up, and I think if we can get both teams into the group stages again, who knows, maybe we could do even better than we did last season, because I think Rangers probably should have got into the knockout stages last year. I know there was a few games where a couple of decisions that went against them, and those decisions ended up being fatal. But I mean, I think Steven Gerrard did great last year, so who knows? And Rangers had a pretty difficult group last year as well. So you know, albeit they're going to be, if they do qualify, they're still going to be in pot 4. So you know, they could get just a harder group. They could get a harder group. You know. Or they could, I don't know, chance they could get an easier group. I think Celtic should probably be in pot 2, potentially pot 3. But there's no way of really knowing until all the teams qualify. But it would be a miracle, I think, if Rangers don't end up in pot 4. But anyway, up first tonight is Rangers against LEGIA Warsaw. First leg in Poland. And I mean, LEGIA Warsaw are a decent team. There's no doubt about that. But do I think they're better than Midtjylland? To be honest, no, I don't. And Rangers humped them 7-3 over aggregate, so I've got no reason to believe why Rangers will not progress through this leg. Fucking hell, I keep saying progress. No pun intended, man. It's just that's one of the words you use, but I'll need to say qualify from now on, because that word is, I suppose Rangers did right the wrong this year, but still, it's a bad word to use, isn't it? Unless you want to rip the piss out of them. But yeah, anyway, Rangers have scored 19 goals in qualifying so far, conceding just 3. 5 wins, 1 draw. I mean, looking at those stats, I don't think it's going to end here. I mean, I think tonight will be difficult. I think if Rangers can even get like a score and draw tonight and then take it back to Ibrox, I think Rangers will get the job done at home. But yeah, I mean, Legia Warsaw, I think away to Poland will be a pretty difficult game. But overall, I think Rangers will edge them out in the tie. As for Celtic, probably an easier tie than Rangers. AIK, the Swedish side. I think Celtic, you know, should have more than enough for this team, but I don't know, man. They look like they're on the ropes, getting knocked out of the Champions League, just scraping through in the Betfred Cup against Dunfermline. It looks like Celtic are, you know, and it is weird because, I mean, they started the season on fucking fire, you know. I mean, 2 convincing wins against St Johnstone and Motherwell. And it looked like Celtic, well, you know, we're going to give them 9 in a row, give them the 9th title already, you know, but not so, doesn't appear to be the case. And I know people are calling for Neil Lennon's head. I think it's very early to be doing that, but, you know, a bad result tonight at home, and you never know. I mean, would he get the chance to turn it around in the second? If say, for example, if Celtic lose tonight, I don't know, does Neil... I can't imagine the board, though, they're very tight. I can't imagine they would get rid of Lennon, you know, within a space of a week, but I don't know, man, it's bad enough. Celtic fans will be pissed off enough losing it in Champions League fit, but if they lost it in Europa League fit, but then, fuck, it would be, I don't think Neil Lennon would last much longer, but I think Celtic will win the night. Not by much. I think it'll be a close tie overall, but I think Celtic will get the job done. I think they have to get the job done. I think Neil Lennon's job is dependent on whether Celtic qualify here against AEKI. So for tonight's scorelines, I'm going to go Legia Warsaw Rangers, I'm going to go 1-1, and Celtic AIK, I'm going to go 2-1 Celtic. Overall, though, I think both teams will progress. Other games on tonight, just that have, I know, British connections or whatever. Wolves are playing Torino, tough game for them. First leg is in Italy, so I don't know, man. Wolves could be going out, and it's, I guess it's easier for our teams because, I mean, both Torino and Wolves, they're both teams that you would want to avoid, you know, in the group stage. So on the bright side, one of them is getting knocked out, and then Linfield play FK Curabak. Now, it's hard to imagine Linfield going through, but what I will say is, I mean, they couldn't have got a much easier tie. If Linfield are ever going to make it into the group stages, then this is it. This is the time, because, like I said, when are they ever going to get to the playoffs again? And when are they ever going to get to the playoffs and begin an easier tie than this? Do you know what I mean? So if Linfield are going to do it, I think tonight is the night, or not tonight, but I think this tie this year is the year, and hopefully they get a good result tonight. I mean, it's not impossible. Like the Republic of Ireland League is a lot stronger than the non-Irish League, and I think a few times there has been Irish teams, and I think Shamrock Rovers one year got in it, and then there was another team I believe one year got in the Europa League. But I mean, if Linfield could do it, man, it would be magnificent, and it just goes to show that. I think the expectations of the Scottish teams are fucking too low, man. I really do. Like, people saying, oh, well, if Aberdeen can get to the third round, it's decent for the coefficient. Fucking bullshit, man. If Linfield can get to the playoffs, then Aberdeen and Kilmarnock should both be ashamed, because both of them should be getting to the playoffs, man. No mistake about it. I mean, so I don't know, man. I think Scottish teams should. I think it's a joke. Like, I understand if you get a difficult tie, then it can't be helped. But Aberdeen got a fucking really easy, game compared to who they could have got. Like Aberdeen, they beat that team 3 years ago, 3-0. So I don't know why they couldn't repeat it. And as for Kilmarnock, they lost to the Nomads. That's fucking embarrassing. But aye, so I'm going to go tonight. Legia Warsaw 1, Rangers 1, Celtic 2, AEK 1. I'll give my predictions in the early game. I'm going to go Torino 2, Wolves 2. It'll be a 2-2 draw. And I'll go Linfield 1, Curabach 1. I'll give Linfield a draw at home. Why the fuck not, guys? That's what I think's going to happen tonight. Hopefully I'm wrong and Linfield win about 5-0. Like, I'm always slagging off Northern Ireland, but it'd be great to see one of their teams in the Europa League. But anyway, guys, that is it. Till next time, let me know your predictions down below. Peace.